dear members of Bhavan's family, and welcome to the 83rd Foundation Day celebrations of Bharati Vidya Bhavan being conducted at Hyderabad Kendra. On this momentous occasion, I pay my humble respects to our founding father, Sri Kulapati K. Munshi ji, and also to our marvelous institution, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, whose name and fame has spread far and wide. It was on this day in 1938 that Munshi ji founded this noble institution with the blessings of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji. Today it gives me great pride to announce that we have 367 institutes across India and 7 centers abroad. As you all are aware, Bharati Vidya Bhavan firmly believes that revitalizing ancient values and integrating them to suit the changing needs of modern times alone will give people the strength to assimilate whatever is good in the new without being swept away from their traditional moorings. In the words of the former President of India, Sri R. Venkatramanan, one can hardly find words of adequate expression in the whole library of English literature to acknowledge the invaluable contribution to humanity that K. Munshi ji has made by founding such a unique institution. Indeed, it is a matter of great pride and joy for all of us to be members of this illustrious establishment. Thank you all for being the part of today's celebrations, and we begin this auspicious day with Bhavan's prayer.
यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माधृतशङ्करा प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता। सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्रा। तेन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा दृष्ट्वा इतो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपा। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ॐ तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Marking the auspicious event of 83rd Bhavan's Foundation Day, today we shall begin the program by invoking the Almighty with a traditional lighting of the lamp and also paying floral tributes to Sri K.M. Munshiji. May I now request our Vice Chairman Sri S. Gopalakrishnan Sir and the dignitaries to join in this happy event. Madhur Madhur Mere Deepak Jal, Yug Yug Pratidin, Pratikshan Pratipal, Prabhu Kapat Alokit Kar, Prabhu Kapat Alokit Kar. We all need someone who inspires us to do better than we know how. We are honored to have with us our respected Vice Chairman Sri S. Gopalakrishnan Sir, who inspires all of us with his distinguished work in numerous capacities, a person with distinct vision of the future, a person with illuminating ideas, an idol of knowledge and experience and inspiration to all of us. May I now request our Vice Chairman Sri S. Gopalakrishnan Sir to address us.
Greetings to all Bhavanites. I am happy to be here to be associated with 83rd Foundation Day of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. I feel I am like Arjuna before Kauravas in Kurukshetra, or Lakshmana before Indrajit, or Lord Rama before the mighty warrior Ravaneshwara. In every case, in the case of Arjuna, there was Lord Krishna. In the case of Lakshmana, there was Lord Rama. And in the case of Lord Rama, there was Agastya. And even Lord Rama needed someone to guide him. So Agastya came and guided him. And he started, Tato yuddha parishrantam, samare chintayastitam, ravanam cha agrato drishtva, yuddhaya samupastitam. So Agastya comes and starts what is known as Aditya Hridayam, to give confidence and courage to Lord Rama himself. So when one is confronted, this is only to indicate that one is confronted with certain difficulties in life, you need guidance from a very able master. All of us are Bhavanites. We always have Munshiji before us. So far as I am concerned, I feel that in regard to all my activities, I feel that Munshiji is still alive and he is guiding us. And today, 7th November 2020, is the 83rd Foundation Day of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and therefore, my profuse greetings to all of you. It has been possible for you all to come together and celebrate this most important event in the history of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. I would pray to the Almighty that He may shower His choicest blessings on all Bhavanites for their good health, peace, and prosperity in all their earnest endeavors. Let me also chant a small sloka. Sarve bhavantu sukinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kasyit dukkhamapniyat. Let all be happy. Let all be free from worries. Let all see good things. Let all be free from grief. This is what we all want in life, whether it is pandemic or no pandemic. We are not worried about it. Even during pandemic period, let us be happy, be free from worry, and see good things only, and feel free from grief. Long ago, when Chakravarti C. Rajagopalachari happened to meet Kulapati Munshiji during the late 30s of the 20th century, he expressed his deep concern about the deteriorating values and their likely impact on the future of the country. As you all know, Munshiji is the rarest of rare persons. with certain excellent qualities which are rare individually, but excellent in their combination. He was a good administrator, and he was also a good educationist, a lawyer, administrator, pragmatist, idealist, all rolled into one. He was therefore able to establish Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan on 7th November 1938 as an adventure in faith. That's what they call. The multi-dimensional programs of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan are carried out through its various centers in India and also a few centers abroad. The activities of Bhavan cover all aspects of life from cradle to the grave and beyond. It fills a growing vacuum in modern life, as Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said when he visited Bhavan first in 1950. Growing tributes have been paid to Bhavan by all distinguished personalities related to society, economy, politics, and spirituality. This is purely an apolitical organization. It's not a political organization, an apolitical organization, absolutely free from politics. Men may come and go, parties may come and go, governments may come and go, but Bhavan goes on forever. We don't have any affiliation to any political party, and we are not very much bothered as to who rules, who does not rule. We have our own agenda. And you find Bhavan being an adventure in faith. It encompasses all faiths, irrespective of caste, creed, community, and religion. It transcends all barriers. Therefore, when we assemble today to celebrate this 83rd Foundation Day, it is our duty to understand, recall the vision and mission of Munshiji and dedicate ourselves wholeheartedly to the service of this institution with a clear understanding of the life and teachings of Munshiji. He was of firm conviction, Munshiji was of firm conviction that the youth of the country should not only imbibe the rich traditions and culture of this country, but also should have the benefit of modern education. And they should be able to contribute their best to society. The multi-dimensional programs such as Vanamohotsava, as early as perhaps 1952 or so, and the educational institutions initiated by him are all awe-inspiring. Really, we wonder how it has been possible for him to go about with such multi-dimensional programs. You see, it is not merely educational institutions. There have been so many other institutions touching all walks of life. That's why we say cradle to the grave and beyond. No wonder that Bhavan has been recognized with innumerable prestigious awards for its outstanding contributions to life, literature, and culture. To mention a few, Bhavan received the Rajiv Gandhi Award for National Integration, perhaps in 1992, Communal Harmony Award in 1999, Gandhi Peace Award 2002, and the Government of India has also notified that Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan is an educational institution of national eminence. And I was fortunate because I came over to Bhavan somewhere in 1998, and I had the privilege to attend what is called the Communal Harmony Award. I think the Gandhi Peace Award also. I was invited at that time. I remember President Venkatraman was there. Sri Venkatraman was there. And I had the benefit of going to Delhi and take part in that function. The fame and name of Bhavan are entirely due to strict adherence by Bhavanites. We are all Bhavanites. And the credit goes to us also to the principles enunciated by Munshiji in the motto and vision of Bhavan. The motto of Bhavan, as you all know, is, let noble thoughts come to us every side. We don't close. We receive thoughts coming from all directions. We try to absorb them. We are not static, we are going on changing our approach also. And therefore, this quote from Rig Veda is very pertinent. That is the motto of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. The vision and mission are also brought out elaborately in the list of qualities of Bhavanites. Munshiji elaborated the various qualities that have to be cultivated and practiced by those associated with Bhavan. And I have been mentioning a few as and when I was addressing the students and also the teachers. The most important thing that is expected of a Bhavanite or anyone associated with Bhavan is they should have a sense of dedication to service. It should be possible for themselves to devote fully to the activities and what all they are taking up in Bhavan. When they come to Bhavan, which I used to say very often, when anyone comes to Bhavan, either as a visitor or anyone who is working in Bhavan, let them not think about what they can take from Bhavan, but let them think about what they can give to Bhavan. That's the most important. Because Bhavan was considered something like a temple. And we come to Bhavan as if we are going to worship a deity here. Who is that deity? Munshiji. Whether he is alive or dead, he is always there. We always consider that he is alive and he is guiding us. Therefore, when we come to Bhavan, we are supposed to come with our offerings. Let us think about what we can give and let us not think about what we can take. That is repeatedly Munshiji has been telling. That's also one of the qualities he has been mentioning. And he believes that everyone should have faith in the divinity that shapes our destiny. Whatever may be the religion, caste, creed, community, every one of us believe that there is a divinity that shapes our destiny. Nothing is in our hand. So he says you should have faith that there is a divinity that shapes our destiny and you should go about doing your job with sincerity, concentration. And he has always been telling repeatedly that you should put forth maximum efforts in all your activities without worrying about the result, with a firm belief that the Almighty's will determine the results and that you should deserve to be His agent. Every one of us cannot really be assigned certain jobs related to the institution. We should deserve to be the agent of Munshiji to do the job that we have been doing. That's what he has been mentioning repeatedly. These principles and practices ensure the development of ethical behavior emerging from secular humanism directed towards welfare of society. He has always been talking about ethical behavior, as I told you, a political organization, and what is expected of us is ethics, and what is expected of us is what is called a harmonious development of the various qualities. And so many persons, so many dignitaries, so many scholars have been talking a lot about what is called progress in society, civilization, and whatnot. But the quintessence of what have been taught by various scholars have been brought out beautifully, and they have been implemented in the various activities of the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, guided and monitored by our leaders in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. And even Swami Vivekananda has been mentioning that education is the panacea for all evils. And it is nothing but manifestation of divinity in man. And Aristotle or someone said, states are made not from rocks and trees, but from the character of its citizens. And Swami Vivekananda was again mentioning, we need man-making and character-building education to be imparted in the educational institutions by the selfless and unsophisticated Bhavanites. Because the very purpose and the very reason why Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan was founded was the concern expressed by C. Rajagopalachari, saying that he was afraid of the future of the country when the young men and women devoid of values come of age. So we have to really shape the young men and women so that they'll be enlightened future citizens of this country, so that we can have the best from all of them. I'm sure we'll be in a position to go a long way in building up a strong, sound, healthy nation, adhering to the principles enunciated in the preamble to the Constitution, if we really follow the teachings of Munshiji and we try to implement them in our day-to-day life associated with Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. I pray, let the Bhavanites continue their adventure with courage, conviction, determination, and devotion, so that Bhavan will live up to the expectations and purpose for which it has been established. And my prayer again is, after all, what is life? We do not like to add years to life, but we have to add life to years. As we grow older, again, we have to add life to years. It should be worth living. And therefore, I used to say very often, I repeat again today, let us learn to love to live, and serve with love. Let the tree of love be deeply rooted in the soil of love. Let kind words be its leaves. Let good deeds be its flowers. Let love be its fruit. And I think if we are in a position to live that type of life in our association with Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, I think we'll be doing all the best so far as Bhavan is concerned. I'm happy to be with you, and despite the pandemic, and despite the lockdown, despite innumerable difficulties, personal and otherwise, and we have been doing a lot of work, and it has been possible for us to keep up the momentum. And we would say we have not been completely affected by the pandemic, and everyone has been, in the educational institutions, everyone has been working from home. We have been carrying on the online teaching. We have been celebrating most of the important festivals online, and the celebrations of the various events have been coming up very well, so that there is no gap in the teaching learning process so far as the educational institutions are concerned. You should keep up, and for this purpose, you need good health, and you need some support, and the only support is from Munshi Ji. I think let us remember him every day. I think he will take care of all of us. Thank you very much for this opportunity I had. Thank you all that you thought about celebrating this Foundation Day, and I think every function associated with Munshi Ji, I think should be celebrated, because he is the rarest of rare human beings, as I told you, and we are proud that we have been living in the same century when a man like him was walking through this planet. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We feel really privileged to have your supervision and backing with us at all times. The Bhavans believe that there are elements in all cultures which transcends all barriers and knits people together. Its ideal is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. The blessings of the godly and good always inspire Bhavan to reach new goals. Sharing equal respect to all religions, we have the rendition of Sarva Dharma prayer.
Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Harihi Om Ishasya Sarvam Yakincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bhunjita Ma Kridatkasya Svidhanam Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana सह वीर्यं करवावहे तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. The Lord is my shepherd, I not want. He makes me down to lie in pastures green. He leadeth me the quiet waters by. My soul he doth restore again, and me to walk the plain within the path of righteousness, and for his own name's sake. The Lord's my shepherd, I not want. He makes me down to lie in pastures green. He leadeth me the quiet waters by. Namo Ariyantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajjayanam, Namo Loga Savasahunam, Yesho Panchana Mukkaro, Sarva Pava Panachano, Mangalanacha Savesam, Paramam Bhavai Mangalam, Ek Onkar, Satnam Kartapura, Ek Onkar, Satnam Kartapura, Nirbhay Nive Akar Mudra, Arjuni Saivam Guru Prasadi, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami.
The COVID-19 pandemic has demonstrated the interconnected nature of our world and that no one is safe until everyone is safe. Only by acting in solidarity can communities save lives and overcome the devastating socio-economic impacts of the virus. People around the world are showing acts of humanity, inspiring hope for a better future. So everyone can do something, create hope. So faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. The values in Bhavan's faith help us to look forward to the future with confidence only because they have the vitality which gives the power to vindicate their validity even in this fear and avarice-ridden age of ours. Now, we have student speakers on this topic. Our first student speaker is Ritisha Chowdhury of class 10 from Bharati Vidya Bhavan's BHL school.
Namaste one and all. My name is Ritisha Chowdhury and I'm from Bharati Vidya Bhavan's public school BHL. I'm here to talk about how the Bhavan's faith has helped me retain my calm and peace during this unfortunate pandemic that has thrown out of gear the lives of people all over the world. Here, I have to tell you that during the initial days it was all blissful. Our lives weren't regimented anymore and I could do whatever I fancied. It was blissful, but this bliss transposed into missing. Oh, how I missed meeting people close to my heart. I lost my freedom. I became irritable. I'm sure most of you felt the same. Even adults also might have had their own share of fear, insecurity, uncertainty added to their children's notoriety, unable to adjust to the new normalcy. Then, our online classes started and I began to adjust to the new normalcy. But when I look back and think how I could calm myself emotionally, physically, and rise spiritually amidst the extremities, I have one answer, that is Bhavan's faith, set up by Sri Munshiji. This has been subtly introduced into our regular curriculum through our school programs, wherein they discreetly introduce faith in God, truth, dedication, and sublimation. Firstly, faith in God is the first value. I have learned that sometimes it's okay to cry to relieve mental stress. and leave to God what isn't in human hands. As a student, I have certain duties to perform, and I have to perform those duties with divine attention. In that calmness, I understood parents were in as much stress as I am, and I should not add to their woes. Now, secondly, it is said that truth is a cord between mind, word, and deed. Truth is unchanging in time and space. The great philosopher Sri Jiddu Krishnamurti said, if a seed of truth is planted, it must operate, it must grow, it must function, it has a life of its own. In the past few days, I have been extremely truthful about my feelings, and I confided some of it in my teachers and some in my family. I understood that truth alone gives us peace. The next in list of Bhavan's faith is dedication. Dedication, which offers all movements of life as an offering to God. Dedication is what strives us to push forward. I see my teachers who have been very creative with their ways of teaching, and they have also engaged us in online curricular, cultural, literary activities. Their dedication gives me the impetus to reciprocate in the same way. I quote Vivekananda here. Fill the brain with high thoughts, highest ideals, place them day and night before you, and out of that will come great work. The fourth value in the Bhavan's faith is sublimation. I understand it as accepting the situation as it is and deriving a peace. This is what sublimation is for me. I bow to Bhavan for introducing me to these values and for the tranquility that I am experiencing now. An agitated mind can neither see the truth nor appreciate beauty. I conclude by quoting Swami Vivekananda once again. Anything that makes you weak physically, intellectually and spiritually, reject it as poison. I feel greatly honored for giving me this great opportunity to present my thoughts. I thank Bhavan and my school for this. Namaste.
Next, we have Manakala Akhil of Class 10 from Bharati Vidya Bhavan's NIRD.
Namaste to one and all. I'm M. Akhil of Class 10th. Just another 15-year-old living through a pandemic. Today, I ask 3 minutes of your time for which I have something to say. For the last 8 months, we have seen many politicians, doctors, scientists and others over 40 speak about how the pandemic has affected their life and how they have managed to cope. But school students like me are barely given a voice. So, today is the time I reclaim the position which rightfully belongs to me and talk about my lived experiences. For the last 8 months, I have not been to my school, I have not met my friends, and I am watching my teachers through an alien screen. This pandemic has snatched away all my support security which I would get, but I still managed to give my exams and prioritize my needs and the needs of the others who are around me, both materialistic and emotional. You must be wondering that what's the reason of my success? I wish the answer would be as easy as boost, but it is not. What has got me through the past 8 months is the values and faith taught to me during my formative career in Bhavans. Right starting from the Sarvadharma prayer, which reposes our faith in God, who informs the cosmic order of the values, truth, dedication and sublimation. I have had teachers who mentored me along the path of Dharma, whose threefold aspects are Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, truth, love and beauty. Over the years, at my time at Bhavans, I have had the privilege of meeting various people from various backgrounds, thus enhancing my worldview. Today, I look at the world with a more enhanced and tolerable lens. With the onset of this pandemic, many students of my age were ridden with misinformation and anxiety. But I could sail through this period with a relative ease, as Bhavans had gifted me the knowledge of scientific temper, thus equipping me with the tools how to take important decisions. Through the programs like Bhavans Infosys Foundation, the institution has taught us the importance of ancient values and reintegrating them to suit the changing lives of modern times. I believe that today the ideals of founding fathers of Bhavans have seen fruition, as the institution has succeeded in providing a modern bridge to span the past, the present and to the future, built on a strong foundation called the fundamental values of life. There has not been a better time in the past 125 years to be the member of the Bhavans family. I am glad that I have shared my experience with you all. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Ankita of class 10 from Bharati Vidya Bhavan's Atmakuri Ramarao School.
Namaste to one and all. My name is Ankita and I am studying in class 10 of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan's Atmakuri Ramarao School. Every little thing counts in a crisis, and surely every one of you can relate this to the current COVID-19 pandemic. Throughout the years, the Bhavan's faith has taught us many valuable morals that have shaped us to what we are today. We have learned the three pivotal principles of the Dharma: Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. Satyam, the eternal truth; Shivam, love; and Sundaram, beauty. It is said that to understand the true meaning of life, there must be a balance between truth, love, and beauty. I would like to quote an instance that recently took place in my community. A family had recently been tested positive for the COVID-19 virus in my community. At first, we were all panic-stricken, but then we realized that the family was in need of help. We spread the word and helped them out during difficult times. This brings me to a value that we here at Bhavan strongly believe in: Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the whole world is one family. It is a collaboration of different people irrespective of caste, creed, gender, and religion. This saying can prominently be seen during a crisis. No one is a stranger during a crisis. All of us belong to the same kind and are working to avert the same situation. The lines from the Bhavan's anthem, Yaha Jagat Kalyan Sudha Ki Bahe Prem Rasadhara, mean that through here flows the ambrosious stream of love for the welfare of the world, which gives us the message of spreading love and goodness in the world, symbolized by ambrosia or nectar. From this we can learn that even during times where our thoughts are filled with fear because of the pandemic, we should always try to spread love and positivity in the community. On a positive note, the COVID-19 pandemic has brought different communities together above their faith. Continuous effort, not strength nor intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. We should always strive to achieve our goals, dodge any obstacles that may come our way, and be dedicated to what we are aiming for. We can look forward to the future with confidence, only because of these values that have been imbibed, that have the vitality which gives us the power to vindicate their validity, even in this fear and a virus-ridden age of ours. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bunatu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejas Vinavaditamastu, Mavir Vidvishavahai. Thank you.
Next we have Gayatri of class 11 from Bharati Vidya Bhavan's Vidyashram School.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. So spoke Lord Krishna to Arjuna on the battlefield, that yuga after yuga God will come down to re-establish the principles of dharma. How true this one sloka from the Bhagavad Gita is for today's biggest problem, a virus caused by the destructive nature of humanity. Namaste. I am Gayatri from class 11A of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan's public school Vidyashram. Today marks a great occasion for all of us, as it is the 83rd foundation day of our glorious institution Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. As I say the name of my school, all I can see is myself sitting in my own room with my teachers on video. When I felt hopeless due to the COVID-19 situation, I read the Bhavan's Faith, written by our trailblazing founder, Shri K.M. Munshi Ji. He writes of the values for which our culture stands: Rit, Satya, Yagna and Tapas. Firstly, we have Rit, faith in God. Humanity has caused an imbalance in the cosmic order and unleashed a host of calamities upon itself. However, this can be fixed if we follow Rit and go back to the right way of life. Next is Satya, truth. In an age where words, deeds and thoughts rarely match each other, it is important to have harmony between the three. Third is Yagna, dedication. We must do everything with 100% passion, but we must also always be grateful. This way, our mental health will be in good condition no matter how bad the news headlines are. Finally, there is tapas, sublimation, that is to purify oneself in all respects. Just by thinking a small positive thought, we can get lots of energy. To further quote the Bhavan's faith, We can look forward to the future with confidence only because our values have the vitality which gives the power to vindicate their validity even in this fear and avarice-ridden age of ours. We must always remember the threefold aspects of dharma: Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, truth, love and beauty. Us Bhavanites have always been pioneers in consciously upholding these values even in the modern society. Finally, I am inspired by a sloka from our morning school prayer which we religiously recite every single day. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vadhitamastuma Vidvishavahai. May the Lord protect and nourish us all. Yes, all of us students will continue to work with vigor and shine even during these trying times. Thank you.
Lighting up the lamp of knowledge and action for the welfare of the world through culture and arts with all work dedicated to God for unity, love and bhakti. We have a dance presentation by our children on Bhavan's anthem, Bharati Vidya Bhavan's Vidyashram children.
जय जय विद्या भवन भारती, जय जय विद्या भवन हमारा, जय जय विद्या भवन भारती, जय जय विद्या भवन हमारा। ज्ञान कर्म की ज्योति जगाता, अमृतमय विद्या सरसाता, ज्ञान कर्म की ज्योति जगाता, अमृतमय विद्या सरसाता। यहाँ जगत कल्याण सुधा के बहे प्रेम रस धारा, जय जय विद्या भवन भारती, जय जय विद्या भवन हमारा। गुण गौरव संस्कृत भाषा का देश विदेशों में फैलाता, गुण गौरव संस्कृत भाषा का देश विदेशों में फैलाता। सत्य शिवम सुंदर का संगम भारत राज दुलारा, जय जय विद्या भवन भारती, जय जय विद्या भवन हमारा। भारत संस्कृत कला निकेतन विकसाता साहित्य सनातन, भारत संस्कृत कला निकेतन विकसाता साहित्य सनातन। नव विज्ञान कला कौशल का पावन मंदिर प्यारा, जय जय विद्या भवन भारती, जय जय विद्या भवन हमारा। प्रभु अर्पित सब कर्म कराता, मानव को संपन्न बनाता, प्रभु अर्पित सब कर्म कराता, मानव को संपन्न बनाता। सदा एकता प्रेम भक्ति पर तन मन धन सब वारा, जय जय विद्या भवन भारती, जय जय विद्या भवन हमारा। जय जय विद्या भवन भारती, जय जय विद्या भवन हमारा, जय जय विद्या भवन हमारा, जय जय विद्या भवन हमारा।
May I now request Shri T. N. Krishnan Sir, Senior Deputy Registrar, to propose the vote of thanks.
Namaste one and all. We, on behalf of Bharati Vidya Bhavan's Hyderabad Kendra, and I on my personal behalf, thank Sri S. Gopalakrishnan ji, our Vice Chairman, for inaugurating 83rd Foundation Day celebration of Bharatiya Vidya. We also thank the principals, teachers and non-teaching staff of Bhavans schools in Hyderabad for participating in this event. Our thanks are also due to Hyderabad Kendra staff for extending all help for making this event a grand success.